I think we had a good week. It was a good break to have more time to practice and work on ourselves and try to get some things fixed. I thought we shared the basketball really well. Did a good job of getting it inside out. And I think anytime you have success, you build confidence. But I think, most important, it's about how we played and how we shared the ball.
And just looking forward to Sunday, what concerns you about your opponent?
They're good. They're, I think, 9-3. They're well coached. They are really solid. It's hard to find weaknesses in their team. They can shoot it. They can take it off the bounce. They have a big girl inside. They play hard. They're going to mix up defenses. So, they're a good team. Their box scores are kind of up and down. When they shoot it well, I think they can play with anyone that's on their schedule. They've had games where they haven't, but it hasn't been any different on their execution. Just shots haven't gone for them. So we got to be ready to go. We got to defend, and we got to be good on the other end.
Coach, do you think a game like this, with all these special circumstances, can kind of help your team just bring the energy and in terms of kind of breaking up what could just be, a lull in a routine, just kind of, something different and, maybe bring something out of them?
Yeah, I think they're really excited about their new shoes and their new uniforms. And we've been able to practice in here. I think it's going to be, a cool experience for them to play where Sheryl played and, get to have a piece of that history here. You always worry about a different environment and changing up schedules and things like that. But, it's part of dealing with anything. It's adversity. Anything changes, you got to deal with it and not let it affect you and how you perform. But I think they're excited.
The last time that I remember being in here, it's been some years. I just walking back in here yesterday for practice for the first time, and I would say 15 years, brought back a lot of great memories. I experienced everything from just getting emotional to getting excited, and honestly, even a little nervous. I don't know why. Kind of felt like I wanted to go and look for my jersey, and my mind is telling me I could play, and my body is saying, no, you cannot. But I do want to say one thing in addition to what Coach Whitaker said. I'm excited about the opportunity that the players have to come in here, and there's so much history and tradition, and I think I said it earlier, to me, this is where, Coach Sharp's legacy is, and, just really hope they come out and embrace this moment and enjoy it, and hopefully, it'll be a great crowd for them to play in front of, and just be able to experience a little bit of tradition here.
Sheryl, having played here and coached at the USA, are there any unique things about this building that maybe didn't make their way over to the USA, like certain aspects of the environment or just quirks of the stadium that didn't get replaced when they built the new building?
To me, there's heat for sure. There's a lot of great memories here, but I think regardless of where you play, you always have an opportunity to build something and to start something new. My hopes would be that, when we play here on Sunday, that the players will really embrace that opportunity to be a part of history and the tradition. And, I really hope they get excited about the moment. And regardless of how many people are here, hopefully we'll have a nice crowd, but an opportunity to play in front of a really nice crowd. And, I think the capacity here is like 8,000 compared to double that at the USA. But, it doesn't really matter how many people are here. What matters is who's on the floor and who's playing the game, and really just enjoying the challenge and enjoying the moment and really living in that moment is what I hope they'll do on Sunday.
I'm just curious for both of you. Do you wish you could have played here or there, like Coach Whitaker playing here and Sheryl, you playing at the USA?
Well, I'll go first because I am really salty about not having the opportunity to play in the new arena. So very quick, short, funny story. I think what the players are really going to be surprised about will be when they walk into the locker rooms here versus the locker rooms that they have now, because it's very different. But again, there's a lot of history here, and it's just such a wonderful opportunity, not only for them to be able to come back and play here, but for the staff, for us to come here, and again, so many wonderful memories that we have here. And yeah, of course, I wish I would have had an opportunity to play in the new arena.
Yeah, I mean, when I had the opportunity to play, the arena just really opened, and it was the best in the country. So I don't think you ever turn that down. And and we were averaging over 12,000 fans, so it was just an incredible environment. And I think that's what they had here, was such an incredible environment. So, because of the incredible support in Lubbock and in West Texas, I think that was just transferred over to the arena, plus some, because they were able to sell more tickets. And, Coach Sharp worked really, really hard to fill that arena, and players, got to kind of reap the benefits of the people that had come before and filled the Coliseum. So I love the arena. It's a lot of fun, particularly when it's full, to experience that crowd. But no question, it's the tradition that's been built, that no matter where you played in this program, you are part of that, and you appreciate all the people that came before you, even before the national championship. They built the program, they built the road, and everyone in this program needs to understand that and continue to grow it.
I'm also curious if you guys feel a little left out on the alumni game, because just looking at the rosters, it would seem that you guys could really bolster either side, and kind of feel like that you probably still got a little something left in you.
We would love to get a women's alumni game started. Sheryl is in incredible shape. She is ready to go, and I know how to get the ball to the best player, so we'd be in business.
I will go back and say what I said before. My mind thinks I can. My body is saying otherwise.
Candi, has the athletics department, have they discussed having more of these throwback games in future seasons?
I don't really know that. I'm not in all of those type day-to-day, long-term plan meetings, but I know a lot of work has gone into this game, into these two opportunities for men's and women's basketball to get this, gym ready for us to play a game. There's a lot, that's changed since we played a game in here, so they've worked really, really hard to make this happen, and we sure appreciate it.
Sheryl, do you feel like do you sense that the players in past couple of days practicing in here have been able to kind of grasp the gravity of the tradition that kind of Coach was talking about earlier, and kind of gain a better appreciation for the tradition of the program, that the national championship, and like Coach said, all the other great players that came before him?
I do. Yesterday coming in, I walked in and they're on the floor and shooting, and honestly just really, I think, kind of taking in everything. It's one thing to talk about, where I used to play and where we used to play, versus coming in, you're actually having an opportunity to practice in here and get used to your surroundings, get used to the facility. And a couple of the players came up to me and they said, "Wow, we're actually getting a chance to play on your court." I said, "No, it's not my court." But I think they're really excited about it. I also think they're happy that finals are over and classes are out. So to get an opportunity to kind of change scenery, change the venue, there's no stress on them as far as class, and we're coming off of a win. And so hopefully we'll just be able to come in here, they'll play free, they'll have a lot of fun, and we'll walk out of here with another win on Sunday.
Coach, is this kind of a humbling experience for your girls, because, they do have such a top-notch place to play, and then to come in here knowing the tradition and what's kind of on the line for them?
I don't always know what our players completely think and feel, but I think that, I know that they're constantly reminded of this program and the work that's been laid, and the tradition, and the honor there, and the respect and the pride. So that's what we're doing in this game, and I do think they understand that.